And think about it. Let's just look at what happened in the Chiefs and the Bengals game. Patrick got tight. Second quarter, going in a half, he dirts one pass. Then instead of throwing it out of the back of the end zone with 5 seconds left, hopefully, you give yourself a second to kick a field goal. You throw a bubble screen to Tyreek Hill. And I get that Tyreek Hill is a great athlete. He's great in space. But Zach Taylor said, hey, man, we were actually prepared for something like that. Because at this point in the season, who's really throwing curveballs out here? It's just, hey, throw your heat and see if they can hit it. And they were prepared for it, and they stopped it. Where you could have had 3 points right there going into the half and getting the ball back with great momentum, and you put the fork in them. You tried to get close and chop their head off with a knife when you could have just took a carefully well-aimed shot and you would have been set up for the kill. You were up 21-3. You can't lose that game. Patrick Mahomes, you can't make that read. You can't be looking for a timeout, timeout, timeout like Brady did versus the Bears. You don't have any timeouts. And why didn't you have any timeouts? Because, oh, yeah, your first timeout was called when you challenged a spot. And he called a timeout. So even though the play was overturned, they got the challenge right, he still lost the timeout because he called a timeout first. So bad game management. He was who we thought he was, Then Patrick took those bad sacks, especially on that last drive, man. You can't get sacked on second down, man. You definitely can't lose 15 yards and fumble the ball, and luckily you recovered it and go down, Patrick. You cannot do that. Because if you don't recover that fumble, you don't kick that field goal. The game is over. But that's who Patrick Mahomes has been. He's good when he's good, but when it's bad, boy, it gets ugly. He wouldn't take what the defense was giving him. The first half, oh my God, he was flawless. I'm sitting there like, oh, there's no way in hell that the Bengals have a chance at this game because he's dicing them. He's slicing and dicing them, baby. Then what happens? He gets comfortable. He wants to get cute and like, oh, let's go for the jugular. Well, here's the thing about going for the jugular. If you miss, the counter is disgusting. And that guy across from you, he's not afraid of you like everybody else. He don't see you like everybody else does. He sees you as the mere mortal that you are. And then, I mean, just think about the scouting report on Patrick Mahomes. Mechanics get sloppy. No throw looks the same. There's something to the consistency of Tom Brady. Yeah, we love the arm talent. We love the no-look pass. We love the weird footwork and stuff like that until we don't. And that's one of the issues with Patrick Mahomes. He is so good at the extra that he does not always master what we need right now. Then Andy got tight. Andy got tight like Andy always gets tight. That bad timeout before the challenge. Not taking 3 at the half. Who cares if Patrick waves you off? You can't enable him. You have to bring out the best in him. He saw the best in me. Yeah, you got to see the best in him and say, no, timeout. Butker, get out there. Give me 3. Not running the ball. Jerick McKinnon was giving you like 5 a carry. Jerick McKinnon was killing. Second half, why not, Andy? You'd rather lose your way than win with what the defense gives you, Andy. And that's been your history. Your game management has been suspect. And Patrick Mahomes, I think he covered up some of that in your Super Bowl season, and the weapons that you have make y'all good. But Andy and Patrick are a match made in heaven or hell, depends on the day of the week. They are yin and yang. They are hot and cold. They are yes and no. They are in and out. They are up and down. That's what they are, because when it's good, it don't get no better. But when it's bad, it goes to hell in a handbasket because both of them like to get cute. Both of them like to get pretty. And when it happens, it happens. And when I say it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's awful. And that's what happens. And you end up blowing a 21-3 lead in the AFC Championship at home to the Bengals, to the Bungles, to Joe flipping Burrow, a team that had the number 5 overall draft pick in this previous draft, a team that drafted first overall in the draft before that, and that's how they got Joe Burrow.